What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, Camping with Christian. Today, we got a banger. We're gonna be doing a budget challenge / budget building on the camper top. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna allot myself $300 to spend at Lowe's. I'm gonna get some plywood and some screws and stuff like that. But right now, I've got everything stripped out of the camper top, and what I did is I went around on Facebook and went to local communities and just asked if anybody had any free wood or anything laying around that they didn't need, to see if we could get some wood for free instead of buying it and paying for it. But I managed to get 10 to 12 2x4s, 8 foot and 6 foot, they vary. They're perfectly fine, but I didn't spend any money on them. So I can use that in my budget and it costs nothing. But up here, what I did is I took everything out of the truck and I got some measurements of what I want to build and what I've been talking about building. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some plywood and lay it down as the foundation down here. And I'm going to get another piece of plywood and I'm going to have it come up about right here. And then I'm going to run that about 33 inches across. And I've got it marked out back there, but it's going to stop about right here. And that's where my bed space is going to be. And I'm going to have a drawer right here that I can pull in and out. The reason that I'm putting the plywood down here instead of having a mat or carpet is because I want to save as much money as I can, and I don't want to buy rails for the drawers. I just don't think it's necessary, and they're like $70 a pop. So what I'll do is I'll have that smooth piece of plywood down here. That way that I can just pull it out and push it back, and I'll have like a little cheap hanger that I can lock right here. The objective of this challenge is not to be as fancy as I can, but I want to have something nice and as cheap as I can to show you guys that you can do it too on a budget. But once I get this built right here, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to leave 15 inches of space right about here. That way that I can sit down and cook inside the camper top when it's snowing out, or for whenever we're doing more adventures and I don't want to be outside if there's a bunch of mosquitoes or whatnot. But I want to have some room to where I can sit my feet right here and sit on the bed right here. And then once I give myself that 15 inches, I'm going to build a 16-inch countertop type right here coming out. And that way I can make it as storage too. I'm going to have them be able to open up. And also I'm going to build a drawer down here so they can slide. I'm trying to figure out really what I could do with that wheel well right there. Because if I build this drawer right here, it's only going to be about this wide. And that's not very ideal. So I might just build compartments and only have this as a drawer, because this is kind of an overwhelming space. And I really could fit everything I need back there. I'm not to the point where I'm taking 7-day excursions in this. It's more of like a weekend truck camping getaway. So I can just put spices, my stove, pots and pans and stuff in there. And then over here, if I just leave a solid foundation and just build some cubbies for it, I can put all my clothes and a sleeping bag and pillows and blankets and stuff like that. But yeah, right now I'm going to go to Lowe's and I'll see you guys there. All right, what is up, guys? I'm back at the house now. So I got the plywood and I got this like baseboard type plywood. It's a really smooth finish. I'm going to lay it down on here, and that's what the drawers are going to lay down on. I got all my 2x4s over there, and I got some extra plywood that was laying around the house that if I need it, I can use. So I got 4 pieces of the plywood and then 1 piece of that baseboard. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if I just said that or not, but yeah, 4 pieces of it, and we're gonna measure that out and cut it out. But that's what it looks like, and that's that baseboard I was talking about. It's like kind of pinkish tannish finish. It's really smooth. And there are the 2x4s that I got for free, and then back there, sorry about the mess, but back there is all the plywood we can use. But yeah, so that's what I'm working with right now. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sweep all this out. I'm debating if I'm going to take this mat out or not. I think I'm going to, just because it's about 1/2 inch and I want as much space to the top as I can get. I do have the cab level camper top, so as much headroom as possible is more ideal. But I'm going to get this swept out and wipe it down a little bit, and then we'll get to it. All right, well, I got it all swept out. Don't mind the white sus stuff in there. Don't know what that's all about. No, but I got it all swept out, and I'm looking at it right now, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to begin, because I am no carpenter by no means. So we're just gonna wing it. But I'm gonna show you that you can just wing it for cheap and make something nice. But I think to start, I'm gonna start with my floor, that baseboarding. I'm gonna put it down. I'm trying to figure out if I really want to cut the wheel well spot out or if I just want to lay it next to it. So let's grab it and put it in there and see. All right. I think I'm actually not going to cut the wheel well out. I mean, I could and get away with it, but let me show you my markings. So in here, I got it measured out and marked where I want it. And right here is where the bed's going to stop. So when I lay down, the bed will stop right here. I'm going to put the bed platform up here so I can get more length, so that's actually going to be about this big. But, and then right here is for that side shelf, like the countertop type thing, cubby storage. I got it marked right here, so whenever I sit down, I'll be sitting on the bed like this, and I'll have enough room for about this much of knee space, and my feet will be able to be in here. So I can sit back. I mean, obviously I can't do it right now. It's kind of sus, but I'm going to have it right here. But I kind of want this to be like on the floor. Like I want this to show, because this is a better looking material, and it's cheap, but it works. I could get away with cutting it, I think, and still having it meet that lip. So I think it's going to be about an inch back showing, but I think I'm not going to cut it. I think I'm just going to leave it. So there's really no point for me to cut it, because that drawer is going to be right here anyways. So the drawer is going to be from here to here. Now that's a decent sized drawer. I can fit a lot of stuff in there, and it's going to come clear out. So it's going to go all the way to the back, and it will stop right here, and all this will be storage that I can slide out. So I don't think I'm going to cut it. I think I'm going to save time and material and just leave it how it is right here. And on this side, I'm not going to make a drawer. I might make a little drawer right here, from here to here, for like clothes or spices or jumper cables or something. But I'm just going to make some cubbies that open up. So yeah, let's get to cutting this. All right, well, I got my measurement made. Here's to the budget camping build. No going back now. So here we go. All right, well, here's our first cut. It's not the straightest, but it's definitely straighter than me. Well, how about that? Let's see if it shuts. Cut a little bit of this lip off. All right, I just fixed that lip off. There we go. Now we got the floor of our bases and what we're gonna do. So now I'm probably going to, oh, we're on the bed. Not this bed, but the bed you sleep in. Good. All right, it's about as straight as me, something like that. But I'm gonna try and cut this. I am not a carpenter, and I'm eyeballing pretty much everything, so you don't have to be advanced level cutting wood, whatever you want to call it, carpentry, I guess. I'm just laying it down, make sure it looks straight. I know how to use a ruler, you know. I did have a father in my life at one point. Still do, I guess. But I'm just measuring it out, lining it up, taking a step back, glance, give her a peek, and then laying down some lines. But I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to stick it in there, and this is going to be the bed frame. But that's like kind of a rough draft how it's going to look. I'm going to get 2x4s and run them long ways to support it up. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out, I need to get back there and cut it to my mark. But I'm going to get some 2x4s made to stand it up real quick. And yeah, let's get to it. All right, so far, we're getting the bed taken care of. I'm going to take about 1.25 inches off these. What I did was I built a box. And I built supports down there. And what these do is these slide right into these cracks right here. But yeah, so far we're getting stuff done. All right, well, we got the mattress topper in, and we got the drawer done. We got this done. I'll tell you, this thing's comfy, man. I'm so excited. I can't believe I built this with my own hands. But I got to trim this mattress to where it's level right here. So we'll have this much room. Now I just got to get started on the cabinet storage and the, whatever you want to call it, the top. Stove top, whatever, where I'm going to cook and stuff and have some storage. But yeah, so let me hop out, show you the drawer. So here's the drawer, fully functional. Look at all that storage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some dividers, some of these, and I can stick them in here like that. Separate my stuff. This one needs trimmed down a little bit, but I'm gonna make my own dividers and everything. But there's the drawer. What I used is the plywood I have. I cut it down and I used a staple gun. I didn't pay for it. It's something I had around the house. So we're still at $200 and we got. All right, guys. So it's about 9 o'clock at night and still working on it. Probably gonna work through the night because I'm just obsessed with how it's turning out, man. But yeah, here it is so far. I covered that up, got some more support, lined everything up, made that better. I need to cut the topper down a little bit back there where it's hanging out. That's just all aesthetic stuff though, OCD. But yeah, so I'm gonna start working on the floor and then the storage / kitchen side. But it's going really well, man. I can't believe that I've done this on my own. Like, this is a dream come true. You don't even understand. And to be able to do it with my own hands without any like carpentry skills, like barely, it just goes to show you guys can do this. And I'm not over 200. I'm over 200. I'm $204 deep. I set a limit to 300. I know that's kind of hefty, but it's not as bad as thousands of dollars to do this. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get working on this, and then I'll catch you guys in the next. All right. Well, it's approximately midnight. 00:00, or in military terms, balls. But here we are. we're getting her done. I just have to run 2 more beams to those, and then I'm gonna take my plywood, put it up here, put it here. I'm gonna put a cubby here and a cubby back there. So the plans right now is the cubby back there. I'm gonna put a power converter in there once I finally get one, with a battery, and run everything so I'll have outlets right there beside the bed. But for now, like I said, plywood here, plywood on top here. Haven't had to go back to the store for anything. We're still sitting at $204. Like I said before, as you can tell with the discoloration in these 2x4s, they've been used and they're old, but they're perfectly fine. I got them for free. The only thing I paid for was plywood and some screws and these tie-down nuts, bolts. I don't know what you want to call these. But yeah, I'm going to get this done, and I will show you the finished product in the morning. So I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. It's the next day, and we're back. I think we're done with the budget challenge. Actually, no. I need to get stained. But, you ready for this? No carpenter experience. I'm not a carpenter. No. Didn't even take shop in high school, so we set our goal to $300, doing everything ourselves, no help, no YouTube. I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning, but it's kind of how I went. Didn't look anything up. Used a tape measure, a handy-dandy pencil, some tools I had laying around the house already. The only thing I used was that saw wheel, table saw type beat. I don't know, the wheel, portable wheel. But that and the little free-handed like sawzall thing. I still don't know the names of it. I'm not a carpenter. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm telling you what it is. I don't know how to use it. Well, I mean, I know how to use it, but like I'm not instructed on how to use it. I just went at it. So, you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. $204. Plywood. 3 sheets. Bought 4, only used 3. There you go. It's a tip. 6.5 foot bud. 3 sheets. And then 1 baseboard type material, like the ones you cut up and throw behind if you want to be fancy and ritzy and put it behind your bed. Just for some decor for the floor. But there she is. How about that? Yeah? So I still need to nail this down, screw it down, whatever I'm going to do, and I'm going to drill some holes in it to make little cubbies. I'm going to put 2 cubbies on here, and then back there I'm going to put a power outlet in it. What do you think about that? Like, oh, how are you going to run power to it? I'm going to get a battery, a marine battery, like water, boat. It's used to high and low intervals of uses from trolling motors and stuff, so that's the best thing that you're going to want to get. They're expensive as hell, but it's worth the money. It's not going to burn down your truck. But a marine battery, a power converter, and a line to run to my charging battery in my truck. That way, when the alternator kicks on, it'll run it back, and it'll plug into this battery back here, charge it up whenever it needs charged, run that to the converter inside there, all tucked away and hidden, and then straight out to a power outlet. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do a cubby here too, and I'm gonna put my water in there, my water source. So I'll just be able to unhinge it or unlatch it, whatever latch I want to get, pull it down, and a little cup of water right there. But as I was talking about before, this is basically the envision I had. The platform for the bed. Don't mind my cutting job on this. It's gonna have a sheet on it. You're not gonna know it's there. Anyways, the platform for the bed, solid. It's not going anywhere. I use them tie-down nuts. I still don't know what it's called. I don't know. You got 2 hooks on it, and you tighten it like this, and it tightens it down. Yeah. Well, I put one on that one from the plywood, the strongest point of my box, to the bed hook where you put tie-downs and ratchet straps. I got one over there, and I got one over here. So this ain't going nowhere either. I still got this loose right now for cutting the holes, and I'm still gonna stain it all too. That's what I'm waiting on right now. So I'm gonna stain this. I'm gonna stain this top, and I think I'm just gonna throw some waterproofing on this. But it's like a softer material. But here's the drawer. Fully functional drawer. It's all the way out. I got my pots, some pans in here, my campfire skillet, machete, a little axe, some extension cord in case we go to a campsite that has electricity, a little bug spray, a little what do you call this, kindling, some batteries. I got jumper cables. Always carry your essentials. Some bungee cords. If we want to have a fire, we can have marshmallows. That's how deep that goes. Some chairs. So, but yeah, this is solid here. It's not bowing or anything, and that's quite a bit of weight. This skillet itself is pretty heavy. But I saved, what I say, I think I said 70 in the last clip, but I think realistically, I'm pretty sure the 6-foot tracks that go on these are $150. You don't need it. You really don't. I mean, it's not bowing, it's not bending, and it slides perfectly fine. So, but yeah, that's the drawer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the store and get some stain. I'll include it in the budget. I know I'm not going to go over $100 in stain, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some real dark stain. I think that'll look really nice because my truck's already dark, and that'll accent good with this lighter kind of reddish, I don't know if you want to call that oak or whatever it is. I think it'll look good. And then, yeah, I'm going to get a new sheet and a cool little festive blanket for Halloween. But that's everything. So $204 and you can do this. Budget challenge passed. Not lying. I literally have the receipt somewhere. I think it's right here. I'll throw a picture of it on the screen right here. So $204 in total. Some hand tools around the house. 2x4s I got. I went to the Facebook community page around here. Went in and said, hey, does anybody have any 2x4s or plywood they're not using that they want to get rid of? Doesn't hurt to ask. But yeah, use the tools around the house, and I think we finally got it done. No more hobo camping on just the bed, but that's cool. It worked. But now we're glamping. But we might as well talk about future. So in the future, what I think I want to do is I'm going to get a diesel heater off Amazon. I'll leave the link in the bio for the one that I want to get. It's about this big. It comes with a portable diesel tank. You just drill a hole in the bottom of the bed for the exhaust, run that exhaust out and down, and you get a little remote to turn it on for this year's winter camping videos. I can have that. But for right now, Mr. Buddy, a little propane heater will do just fine. We're still in the budget zone. Still budget camping. But I may throw a little camper sink up there. You know, why not? That's glamping. But yeah, there it is. That just goes to show, man. You can do this. So I'm gonna go get the stain and get this all stained, and I'll show you guys that when I'm done. Peace. What's up? All right, I'm back. We got it stained. We got it all taken care of. Are you ready to see the final product? $204 at Lowe's. Our budget was $300. We'll go ahead and say $220 because I bought one can of stain. So $220 under our budget, and this is what you can build. So we ended up staining the drawer. We stained the sides. I need to put the sheet on. I'm washing it right now. Got a new pillow. Got the lights running. I got my little Scentsy 3M taped here. Little grandma Scentsy. But the only thing I haven't done yet is I haven't drilled these cubbies yet. I'm going to wait and do that for another day. I think I'm going to do another coat of stain, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. There's the drawers. Got all their stuff. I need to organize it still, but this is raw. You know, I'm not going to set up anything bougie and just hit record. I want to show you guys what it's actually about. But we got the drawers stained to match. Got this back stained, and that's everything. But all right, yeah. So the drawers are stained. Here's the inside. Exactly what I said, how I envisioned it. This is how I wanted it. The only thing I have left to do is to make a cubby here, and whenever we get the power inverter and stuff in, I'll make a video of me hooking it up But I'm gonna put a little power outlet right here. It's gonna be really cool. But yeah, this is super comfortable. It's obviously wide. I'm about 6 foot tall. I'm a wider guy too. And I could probably fit 2 in here if I really wanted to. Female or male. No, I'm just kidding. But I could fit 2 in here, I think, comfortably if we both laid on our sides. But it's comfy. It's stable. The only reason this is a little shaky is because I don't have it screwed down yet, because I still want to get those cubbies made. But yeah, everything's stable and solid. And the best part about it is I can take this out by unscrewing that tie down. I can slide this whole box out by itself. And then if I go in the drawer, take the drawer out and unscrew that tie down, I can take this whole side out too. It's all a box, so it's somewhat easily removable. And the floor is just free floating, but it doesn't move because it's got that weight on it. So I could empty this whole thing out in probably 15 minutes if I really needed to. So it looks great, I think. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's the build. Let me get out of here, show you one more time. But yeah, that's everything. It shuts good. Got no problem with that. I'm just pretty blown away by how I did it by myself, because I'm, like I said, I'm not a really woodsy person, a carpenter, I guess. But this is like, it looks really nice, I think, personally, and I can say I did it myself, and I only used $220 to $230. I only used $200 in materials, and that was this handle, the stain, the plywood, and the tie downs, and some screws and stuff. I did have some power tools accessible to myself that I have here that I have to pay for, but if you really don't have anything and you're starting, I could honestly say that $300 will get you everything you need. You get a sawzall, the blade saw, the little angle saw, miter saw, I don't know what it's called, and that's literally all you need. You don't need any fancy measurements or anything, a tape measure, and then just get a notebook out and draw what you want, take a tape measure and measure out the lengths and write it down on a notebook, and it basically just pops up itself. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty simple. It took a little bit, but I think it looks really good for what I paid for it. 220 bucks, man. Like, that's genuinely looks really good. It looks like it could be thousands of dollars, but it's not. So you guys can make it too. But that's everything in this episode. That was the budget challenge, budget build. We got it done. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Like, subscribe, show it to your friends, get that algorithm up. We're at 45 subscribers, almost to 50. That was my goal 2 videos ago. And we got tons of videos coming up. And next week for Friday the 13th, we got something really special coming up. So stay tuned if you like spooky stuff for spooky season. My name's Christian. This is Camping with Christian. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's go, baby. Woo! You thought I forgot, huh? Never stop exploring, baby. Let's go!